Shalom, Kipsters. Watch this whole video to find out what language I just greeted you in. Also, by watching this video, I'm going to tell you, I think, 4 different answers. So make sure you're watching the whole thing so you can get those answers. As you can see, this week we're talking about theme. So we're looking at fiction stories, and we want to find out what is the message. Here you see our objective. By the end of today, you should be able to tell me what we are supposed to learn from a short story. So when you read a short story, what message should we learn? There's a few steps we're going to follow. First, we want to know what is the character's beginning situation. So at the beginning of the story, what's normal for the character? After that, we're going to find what is the character's ending situation. At the end of the story, what's it like? Is it happy, sad? Is it a good ending? Is it a sad ending? What's going on? So then we're going to look from the beginning to the end. Third step, what lesson did the character learn? So we're looking at what did the character in the story learn? So at the beginning to the end, what changed and what are they supposed to learn from that? And then lastly, what lesson should we learn from the story? Now, steps 3 and 4, they might look almost exactly the same. Sometimes they might even be exactly the same. But 3 is a little bit more specific. We're saying, what did the character in the story learn? So it might be specific just to the story. What should we learn has to be general. It's not just about the story, it's about what we should learn in general. So it's okay if these look really similar, but make sure that your last one is really general because this right here is your theme statement. All right, let's take a look at the passage we're reading today. The passage is called The Rich Woodman. So when you're done with this video, you're going to go a couple of pages ahead and you'll see this text. I'll make sure to put the video there as well so that you can watch it again if you need help. This says, The Rich Woodman. There once was a man who, although he was very rich, was also very stingy. You can see stingy means unwilling to give or spend money. In the winter, the peasants brought him wood to buy. He would give them only half their price. One day he was purchasing a large bundle of wood from a poor man, and a priest came by. He saw the few pennies that the rich man had thrown at the poor man's feet, and he could not help saying, "My rich brother, can you not be more generous than this? Do you not see that this poor woodman has brought you a large bundle of wood, and you are sending him away with only a penny or two? How can he buy bread enough to keep himself and his family from starving with such small wages?" But the rich man was greatly vexed at the priest's words. "What is it to me that the man is poor?" he cried, and he drove both the poor man and the priest from his door. That very night, this same bundle of sticks caught fire, and the rich man's house and barn burned to the ground. Thus he awoke the next morning to find himself as poor as the poorest woodchopper from whom he had ever bought wood. All right, Kipsters, you're going to go through this CPRT on your own. Remember, for characters, write all the characters, not just the main character. For your problem, make sure you have a full sentence with a capital letter and a period. For the resolution, your resolution should match your problem. The resolution solves the problem. All right, make sure that you have all of those filled out and that you're thinking really carefully about them. The theme we're going to talk about later, so you don't actually have to write that in your CPRT. Here, we see our steps again. We're looking at the beginning situation, the ending situation, what the character learned, and what can we learn. You're going to see this video here again. Only watch the video if you need to. You've already watched it here, so you don't have to watch it twice unless you need to review something. So I'm just putting it there for you to reference. Now you're going to see our text again. Make sure to look back at the text as we go through. So step 1, what is the character's beginning situation? So I know that the rich man in the story was kind of the main character. So I'm going to look back at the beginning and see what they said about him. It says, there was once a man who, although he was very rich, was also very stingy. So I'm going to say, at the beginning of the story, the man was very rich, but also very stingy. You can use your own words there, but that's the idea that we're looking for. Again, make sure that you have a capital letter and a period. If you're not including both of those things, it's not going to let you keep going. So make sure that you have a capital letter and a period in every single one. Now we're going to look at the character's ending situation. So he started off stingy. Now at the end, I'm thinking, what happened at the end? So that very night, the same bundle of sticks caught fire, and the rich man's house and barn burned to the ground. He awoke the next morning to find himself as poor as the poorest woodchopper. So at the end of the story, the man finds himself very poor. So not a great ending for him. Step 3, what did he learn? So we know that he started off rich, he ended up poor. What lesson did he learn? Well, something happened in the middle that makes me think, ooh, he did something wrong, because at the end he ended so poor and sad. So what did he do wrong? Well, if I look back in here, it says he was paying only half the price. He was cheating people out of their money. So what did the character learn? He shouldn't cheat people out of their money. All right, so that's what my character learned in this story. Now I'm thinking, what can we learn? I don't buy firewood from people usually, so that's not a lesson that I can learn. So what can I learn? Well, I would say being honest and fair is more important than money. That's something that any person can learn. That's a general theme. All right, so now let's look at our options. The options say, what is the theme of this story? People with money are often less kind to others. Show kindness to people with less, as that could easily be you. It could be difficult for people to accept being told they're wrong. Or when you're kind to people, they're more likely to be kind to you. All right, as I'm looking through these, people with money are often less kind to others. I don't know that that is necessarily true all the time. In this story, the man with a lot of money wasn't very kind, but the priest seemed like he had money too, and he was kind. So I don't think that's going to be my answer. Show kindness to people with less, as that could easily be you. Now, I do know at the end of this story, the rich man became poor. So that could easily be him. That one might be my answer. I'm going to keep my eye on that one. It can be difficult for people to accept being told they're wrong. That really doesn't seem to have anything to do with how the rich man started and how the rich man ended. So I don't think that that's going to be my answer. When you're kind to people, they're more likely to be kind to you. I didn't see anyone being kind to the rich man, or really anyone in this story. They just weren't really kind. So I don't think that's going to be my answer. I think my best option is going to be B. Show kindness to people with less, as that could easily be you. Now, Kipsters, down below, we have a little bit of extra bonus vocab for you. You're going to look at these words. They were all defined right up here. So look for the definition there and choose it. I'm going to give you the wrong answer right now, so don't copy me. So if I say vexed, I think that means unwilling to give or spend money. I'm going to put right there. If I say peasants, maybe I think that means frustrated. I'm going to put it there. Stingy means people who don't have money or status. And then I can keep going from there. All right, Kipsters, best of luck. Make sure to review these answers and make sure to write them in yourself. As promised at the beginning of this video, I was greeting you saying Shalom. Shalom is Hebrew. So in order to move forward, make sure that you are choosing Hebrew down at the bottom. All right, Kipsters, go ahead and keep moving forward.